Hello friends, I am Amanjot, founder AJ Financial and Technical Solution. Today we talk about press release of GST meeting held on 5th October 2020. New GST structure announced in 42 GST Council meeting. In this, no new GST returns is introduced, but there is a major change in GSTR1 and GSTR3B returns. As you all know, the due date for filing GSTR1, which is the 31st of the month succeeding the quarter. But after this 42 council meeting, there is a revision in this date, that is 13th of the month succeeding the quarter with effect from 1st January 2021. For example, let's take an example for this. For example, January, February, March, that is 4th quarter of the financial year ending. Then we have to file our return by 13th April 2021. The reason behind is that the GSTR3B will get auto-generated in future. And now the question is how it will get auto-generated. So the output supplies comes from GSTR1 and ITC comes from GSTR2B. If the GSTR1 is not filed before GSTR3B, figures will not come in the GSTR3B returns. Liabilities will get auto-generated from GSTR1 return with effect from 1st January 2021. And in GSTR2B, liabilities get auto-generated with effect from 1st January 2021 for monthly, and with effect from 1st April 2021 for quarterly return. And both will have their effect in GSTR3B returns. The present GSTR1 and 3B return filing to be extended till 31st March 2021, and law amended that this filing system of GSTR1 and 3B is default return filing system. There is a new important decision for small taxpayers who have a aggregate turnover less than 5 crores and who are liable to file 24 returns in a whole year, now can be changed to 8 returns because all the returns will get quarterly. But tax deposit or payment to be done every month with the simple challan with effect from 1st January 2021. There is an option for the first 2 months of quarter that we have to pay 35% of net cash liability of the last quarter using an auto-generated challan. Now let's talk about HSNs or SAC codes for goods and services with effect from 1st January 2021. 6-digit HSNs or SAC codes are mandatory for those whose aggregate turnover is above rupees 5 crores, and 4-digit codes are mandatory for those whose aggregate turnover is up to 5 crores. And there is another option also, that government has a power to notify 8-digit HSN codes to notified suppliers by all the taxpayers. There is amendment on CGST rules and form have been recommended, which includes the provision for filing nil form CMP 08 through SMS. There is very important change in getting refund. For this, we have to validate our bank accounts linked with PAN and Aadhaar of the registered person. As we validate our income tax returns, same as we have to validate our GST returns. And for this, we have to link our mobile number with the Aadhaar number. Now let's come to exemption powered by the GST. So to encourage domestic launching of satellites, particularly by young setups, the satellite launch services supplied by ISRO, Antrix Corporation Limited and NSIL all are exempted under GST. So guys, these are important points from 42 GST Council meeting. I hope you all like the video and please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.